What's up everybody, 40 the Broadway Saiyan here, and welcome back again to my YouTube channel, bringing you guys another video on Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the debut of Trey's LD weapon coming out with his lost chapters. But before we talk about that, if you guys are brand new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell. That way you guys are not missing out on future uploads, and if you guys enjoy what you see on this channel, hit that like button and share this video as it does help me out. Don't forget to check out all of the fantastic resources out there for Dissidia Opera Omnia. Links will be down below in the video description as well as the pinned comments. Last but certainly not least, don't forget to check out all of the rest of the fantastic content creators for this game. Those of you that create videos, stream it, create all those guides, infographic spreadsheets, just to make the experience for this game that much better. Without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about the debut of Trey's LD weapon. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and talk about Trey's LD weapon and what it brings to his kit. I'm actually taking him in the Trey Lost Chapters Lufenia, and I am taking a party with Aerith, because I do plan on taking Aerith to this actual fight when it comes out to Global. And then you're going to see Auron there, just because I'm really enjoying using Auron right now on JP Opera Omnia. He's like legit one of the best tanks, if not the best tank in the game right now. The upgrades that he has, obviously we won't see that until later in Global, but I figured I'd just take him just because he's amazing. So we're going to go ahead and start things off with Aerith here using her LD. And then we're going to talk about Trey, because his turn is coming up next. So something to note, Trey, remember, if you do have him fully purpled with his EX, he does have access immediately to his EX. Highly recommend that you apply that first, because remember, as long as the debuff that he inflicts with his EX is on, it allows your party members to be able to break enemies regardless of what brave value that they're at, unless they're already broken. But for the purposes of this video, we're here to talk about the LD. So Trey's LD, fully max limit broken and with LD boards, grants him access to his LD skill called Firewall with 4 total uses. It's also going to permanently increase his own attack by 60%. He's going to be delivering a 3-hit range Brave plus HP attack delivered 3 times. It's going to be healing his own Brave by 20% of the HP damage dealt after the first and second HP attacks. This has a 165% stolen Brave overflow. It deals 50% HP splash damage on the last HP attack, and then it inflicts a frame debuff called Fire Shield on all enemies for 6 turns. Now, Fire Shield, what this does is, first of all, it increases the Brave damage taken by that enemy by 20%. It also has a Brave Sap effect, and then it triggers a trap after an enemy takes their turn. And what this does is it increases Trey's own Brave by 70% of his own attack, and then it's going to be delivering a 2-hit range Brave attack plus HP attack, followed by a 4-hit range Brave attack plus HP attack. This has a 150% stolen Brave overflow. It also heals his own Brave by 30% of the HP damage that's dealt, and this cannot initiate the chase sequence. So let's go ahead and just take a look at it right here. It's really cool because he literally smacks you with a bow, or he smacks him with a bow. Like, what kind of archer does that right now in DFFOO? Like, that's super cool. Alright, so with Auron, I'm actually going to just use his EX here, and I do want to at least show you guys how the trap looks like, the Fire Shield trap. Alright, and then we're going to use Auron's LD, which, like I said, this is not out yet in Global, but he's literally like the best tank of the game, so I really wanted to take him for this showcase for Trey. I guess you guys can call this like a teaser Auron showcase as well. But Auron's awesome right now, but yeah. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get to see the trap take into effect. There you go. The trap triggered, and let's go ahead and just have it trigger as well on A. And that sap effect kicks in from Trey's debuff, and Auron does his thing now because he's a tank. He counters, and boom. So as you can see right there, it's a pretty good LD. This LD is actually quite strong. Now, calls-wise, Trey's base call is going to be using his skill 2 Dynamite Arrow. It inflicts dynamite on all enemies for 2 turns, which is his trap from that particular skill. And then if he uses LD call, he's going to use Firewall, which will be inflicting Fire Shield on all enemies for 4 turns. So pretty much, this guy is like, you know, pocket trap. If you want to use him for a call and call him up, he's going to inflict his traps, which is awesome. I recommend recommended artifact passives, pretty straightforward. You want 3 copies of Attack plus 108 and 3 copies of his C50 passive boost, which is Erudite Archer boost. Now his HG armor is going to be the one that brave damage dealt can exceed the limit of 9999 by 15%, up to that 11,498 mark. Now what are my personal takes on Trey? He was already awesome before he got this, providing amazing offensive utility with his debuffs and traps. So now with his LD, he's even more potent. He adds a 3rd trap to his kit in the form of a debuff, allowing your party to deal more brave damage and also having value from that off-turn damage. I think Trey is very flexible because he's only taking 2 debuff slots and having no buffs granted to the party. So this makes him a fairly easy slot into numerous party comps, and like I said, he does a lot for your party offensively. He's amazing for boss rush because off-turn damage. Pair him up with Gladio and have fun with that, or like pair him up with like Celeste, or who else can I think of? I said Gladio, Celeste, Firion, there you go. Pair him up with them and yeah, just watch all the off-turn damage and go crazy. So I took him to a few Lufenias outside of his own, and I personally will be pulling for him. And if you guys find value in this character, if you love your off-turn damage, if you love the offensive utility that Trey provides for your party, then go ahead and pull for him. He's awesome, and I actually think he's probably one of the better LDs that we're getting for this month for all these events that we've been getting. He's amazing, and I trust me, if you pull for him, you guys will enjoy using him. Now, banner-wise, it's going to feature Trey's LD EX 35 and 15. You're also going to have another shot at getting Ishtola's BT on this, and then the other 2 characters featured are going to be Quistis and Fran. They're both fairly decent EX characters, Quistis having that 3-turn delay, and then Fran having some pretty potent debuffs. So, you know, they're still pretty good in their own right for specific, like, Chaoses and maybe earlier Lufenia. So, you know, if you are missing those 2 EX characters, then this is a banner where you could get them. But all in all, great banner, great character. I'm going to be pulling. I highly suggest, if you guys have the resources to do so, and if it makes sense for your inventory and your party comps to be able to have Trey, you know, in your roster with this LD, then yeah, go ahead and pull. He's an amazing character. Alright guys, well this is going to go ahead and conclude my video for the debut of Trey's LD weapon. Hopefully this video helps you guys out. Thank you again for watching. This is FIIIIIIIRRREE the Broadway Saiyan signing out. Mahal everyone.